Hello everybody, my name is Sniping Spun and welcome you back to my next video in my RWBY Theories, Speculation, and Prediction series of videos. I have already basically talked about my speculation and theories for Volume 4 and beyond for the main forecast of the show, RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. And I have just recently done a video talking about Torchwick and if he actually died or not. This now relates to another Season 3 death, Pyrrha. The most tragic death of the volume as well, even though a lot of people are, would say Penny's death was tragic, and even Torchwick's death was tragic as well. But Pyrrha most definitely was the death of Volume 3 that really just shocked the series and pretty much did change the tone of the series to being darker, to being deeper, to being like more of a serious show and not as comedic, or at least taking away comedy elements while still having that action and suspense like part of the series as well, driving the story forward, which started with Penny's death and now Pyrrha's for sure, did that. But my question here and my speculation and predictions here going forward in Volume 4 and before, is Pyrrha truly dead? And I've seen people speculate online so much on this topic. They basically say, no, like, what's the point in the show if there is no, object of death? Like, it does not relate to if you truly want her to be back alive or not. But people speculating on the theories and speculation on the topics and what goes on in the show in terms of the elements of the world that RWBY set up for us in the show, like, to bring her back or not. Is she truly dead or not? And I've seen people, like I said, I've seen people speculate on this subject a lot for these last couple of months since Volume 3 ended earlier this year. Like, people want her back alive. People say she should be dead. And, and obviously people want her back because they're big fans of her and they truly don't want her to be dead. But then there's people that think of it on a grounded level, and instead of being like, fans and like, no, we have to have her back. Like, okay, is there a theory or speculation for how this world works for her to still be alive or be brought back later somehow, or should she just stay dead? I truly do not know where they would go on this, because I want her to be back, but I think it would make sense for her to be dead, because that's truly the turning point for Volume 3 going forward, changing RWBY, changing John, giving them character development for her to truly be dead. But we don't know, because we haven't seen the series, how, in this world, because obviously in the real world, when you die, you're just dead, your body's still there, but we don't know, in the world of RWBY, in the world of Remnant, what happens to a human's body after they die? Because the only physically on-screen deaths we've seen have been Grimm, which they just disappear, and Penny, which is a robot. Like, we haven't seen an actual human's death on screen except for Pyrrha's. Because, Torchwick died. I don't know if he's truly dead or not. But he only got eaten by a Grimm and then got knocked back. And the Grimm got destroyed on the ship when it exploded. But we never truly seen him die physically in front of us visually. Pyrrha is the only human death we have actually so far seen in RWBY. And how does she die? She fights Cinder on top of the school's building, and she gets turned to dust. She just gets turned to golden dust and floats away. Is that something that Cinder did to her? Probably through the power of Salem? Or is that truly how humans die in that world? They just disintegrate like the Grimm. We don't know, and I truly don't really think that is the case, but we don't know because we have not seen any other deaths besides Pyrrha's. I don't think that is the case. I don't think humans just disintegrate like the Grimm. They could, we don't know. But I'm thinking it's more something to do with Salem, more something to do with Cinder, like with the arrow through the chest and everything. So we really don't know. Is Pyrrha truly dead? We will not know until a much later volume if she's truly dead or not. Because, like I said with the Torchwick video, the voice actress can come out and say all she wants. Rooster Teeth can come out and say all they want, but they're not going to tell us to our faces yes or no. They're not going to give us a 100% truthful answer because that takes all the suspense out of the show. They could say she could come back, and they could be lying to our faces. They could say she's not, and they could be lying to our faces. We will not know until a future volume. My thoughts, my predictions, my speculation, yes, I do believe she's dead, and no, that's not because of the gold dust to the the body and everything. Like, that's something to do with Salem. That's something to do with Cinder doing their powers and getting rid of her. But do I think she's dead 100%? That speculation, prediction, I'm going to talk about in a future video and go more in depth on this theory. But no, I don't. Is the Pyrrha we know dead? I believe so. Is Pyrrha herself, technically the body, Pyrrha in general, dead? I don't think so. Like, her mind, her mind and soul, I think is gone. I think somehow Salem or Cinder, because she disintegrated into gold, nothingness, dust, unless that's obviously something to do with the Maiden's power, or Salem, or something to just kill her off and get rid of her, or if that's how humans die in this universe. I wouldn't be surprised if they took her powers, they took her body, or took her stuff, so it's disintegrating dust gets sent to Salem, and Salem uses her body and mind controls her or something. We really don't know, and that's an out of the left field theory, but we really don't know what Salem's capable of and how humans die and all that stuff. We really don't know. We're only 3 volumes in. We really don't know much of anything so far. So my question to you guys, do you think Pyrrha is truly dead, like 100%, or do you think she's going to come back somehow later in the volume, whether she's some spirit that helps John, or she's somehow mind controlled by, like, Salem, like her body's still technically alive, but her spirit's dead because she is actually dead, not really, she's being used, but the actual Pyrrha is dead, whatever you want to go. I don't know. I want to ask you guys to put in the comment section what you guys think, discuss this right here, because this topic is really an interesting one and has actually been for the RWBY fan base for months now, because we've all been going crazy over this. Everybody's been going crazy over this. Especially for those who love Pyrrha. So yeah, that's my video. My name is Stuck is Fun. Please subscribe if you want to, and stay tuned for more future RWBY speculation, theory, prediction videos for Volume 4 and beyond, where I talk about various characters, topics, scenarios, and we'll see what happens when Volume 4 comes up later this year, and future volumes for that matter. That's about it. So I wish you all have a nice day, and I'll see you all later.